This is an article that is basically giving us the rundown on why the owners are kind of refusing.
That reaction right there tells you everything about where this negotiation stands. The WNBA Players Association opted out of their collective bargaining agreement in October 2024, and we're now staring down a potential lockout. But here's what's been missing from most coverage: the owner's actual perspective, not speculation, not anonymous sources, the real reasons there. Refusing to budge on revenue sharing. And when you see the numbers they're looking at, this entire standoff starts to make a lot more sense. Let's establish the baseline here. WNBA players currently receive approximately 7% of league revenue as of to 7%. Meanwhile, NBA players are guaranteed 50% of basketball-related income. That's the gap the players are trying to close. But here's where it gets complicated. Multiple major outlets have reported on these negotiations by simply repeating that the league isn't profitable without ever providing actual financial documentation to back it up. NBC Sports claimed the WNBA has a long reputation of being an unstable business. Bleacher Report wrote the league isn't profitable yet. Sports Illustrated made similar statements. None of them cited source. The Athletic went further, quoting anonymous sources saying the league and teams combined haven't been profitable since the WNBA's inception in night. That's 29 years of reported loss. Now here's the article that everyone keeps referencing. October 2024, right before the CBA opt-out deadline. The New York Post published a piece claiming the WNBA would lose $40 million that season. They're sourced an anonymous NBA executive who said, quote, "The WNBA owes the NBA so much we won't see any windfall for years." That single article has become the foundation for the entire unprofitable league narrative that's dominating these negotiations. But notice the timing. This story drops right before the deadline to opt out of the CBA, which is prime time for both sides to control the narrative. And it's coming from an anonymous NBA executive with a vested interest in keeping player costs down. Here's what makes this particularly frustrating for the players. The WNBA just experienced its most successful season in history. Caitlin Clark's rookie year drove record-breaking viewership and ticket sales. Multiple expansion teams are paying $250 million each for the privilege of joining this supposed unprofitable league. Portland, Toronto, San Francisco, all writing massive checks to get in. So you've got to ask the obvious question. Why are billionaires lining up to invest $250 billion into a business that reportedly loses $40 million annually? That math doesn't add up. Either these investors are terrible at business or the financial picture is significantly more complicated than the league loses money every year.